welcome back. We're watching
Mickey Mouse horror movie.
We were just watching it to see if it's okay, but yes. So we're gonna watch it from the end again.
Well, the start, you mean?
We are just watching and reacting to the videos.
Yeah.
So back up a little bit, don't zoom out of your camera.
Hasn't zoomed in.
Go out. Go down.
Alright, let's do it here.
Go. Okay. What's she gonna do next? Because we didn't watch all of it.
It's midnight. I'm about to do the Mickey Mouse challenge. Hopefully Mickey won't come and get me.
Let's zoom in a tiny bit. Let's zoom in a tiny bit. Like that, so you can see it properly. Oh, this is where she starts to say stuff.
What the? Look behind her. Oh my god.
I think she's gone right now, but how is she? Why is our room getting darker?
I have no idea. Don't you putting the light down? Keep it up. Alright.
Low graphics is better. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so I can see it. Alright, so let's see this. She's just washing the dishes. She's nice. She's nice.
What the?
Why is our sink dirty?
She's spitting.
No, that's soap. What the?
What? What? Yeah. The fudge.
What the snudge hudge? Budge.
Family friendly.
Yeah, fudge.
No swearing.
Yeah, I said fudge, budge, nudge, dudge. The dishes. The dishes. I guess they're right. I love you.
Just
La
like-
la 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 la.
Oh gosh.
Wait,
Don't. Keep it on.
what's that? What's that?
Let me hold it.
I love you like la 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 la. I love. What's
Oh my god.
Look behind you.
Don't look behind you. Do not.
Oh my god, that is alright. We can't show that. Can only show a little bit. Can't see it. Can't show you. That is too vile. Yeah, we can't show you that. Now she is out of there.
And
We
thank you
cannot
for
show you that, but
Thank you for watching.
Dylan, we're not over yet.
Oh yeah, well, we're still gonna do some more because we're bad boy.
Wait, there. I need to go back on this video for a second.
Then skip. Because I did show him another scary video, which I've never seen before in my life.
Me either.
Yeah, neither is
So
him.
2 seconds.
I don't know if it's
Where's the clown video?
trick or treat. Why don't we do the trick or treat one? No? What?
What?
Yeah, go. Trick or treat looks scary.
Just do this one here. It's an anime scary
I've
one.
seen this one before.
Yeah, but we didn't see all of it.
I've seen these ones.
Wait, no, I haven't seen it. Wait, no, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
That was the other one.
Oh yeah, that was the Jason one, not this one.
Halloween night of 2011, when I was out trick-or-treating with 2 of my close friends.
No, it's not.
For disclaimer purposes, I'll be using pseudomonyms, as I like to keep the
Alright.
identity of everyone involved in the story anonymous.
Why is Naruto and Goku and
That being said,
Spider-Man? That
I'll
does
go
not
by
match.
Leo this month. My
Goku
friends
and
will
Naruto
also
do,
have
but
expected.
Spider-Man, no.
We were all dressed
Yeah.
as characters from my favorite childhood
What
cartoon.
the fuck?
I was dressed as Naruto, as that was my favorite anime. Tom was dressed as Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Jerry was dressed as Spider-Man,
I like
as he was a
Dragon Ball
hardcore
Z.
fan of the Tobey Maguire series
Yeah, me
that
too.
aired in the
I have his
early
merch on now.
2000s. I remember
I have his merch
for
on,
about a
merchy
solid
merch.
hour or two around the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, and this is my channel, by the way. I am Dylan Turner, the one who plays Fortnite.
My bag was
And he's
starting to
Logan
get filled
Turner,
with
who's
bread.
holding the camera.
My friends' bags were just as
This is
full.
Dylan Turner.
They began carrying
The one who's
sacks on their
holding the
shoulders
camera is
like they were
Logan
Santa
Turner.
Claus delivering gifts on a Christmas evening. If I had $1 for every candy that was inside my bag, I would have definitely had enough to buy myself a new gaming console. Guys, can we go home? Dude, don't give up yet. We still got room in our bags. Just 10 more minutes, man. You're just saying that because you're practically wearing a onesie made out of women's leggings. At least you don't have to wear this stupid wig on your head. Stop being such wimps. This day only comes once a year, so grow up, hair, and let's keep going. Jerry began to make his way further down the street, while me and Tom looked at each other with a disdain look that screamed, "Let's get this over with quick." We then proceeded to walk towards Jerry's direction. I recall Jerry always
wait, no, I
standing in front of the
never
house
saw
with his
this one.
arms extending his back towards the
Who's that
saying,
behind Spider-Man?
"Trick or treat." I also noticed this one trick-or-treater wearing a Jason Voorhees mask standing behind him.
Jason Voorhees. I've never seen this before, actually.
It was either a really big kid or just an older man who didn't want to give up the trick-or-treating tradition. As we approached another house, Jerry said, "All right, guys, just 2 more houses, then we can bounce." The individual wearing the Jason mask casually inserts himself in the conversation and says, "Would you guys mind if I trick-or-treat with you as well? I lost my friends and don't have my cell phone on me."
That eye. No, that eye. That eye. That gives me the creeps.
And didn't need any further baggage prolonging the night.
Nah, he looks
I
cute.
casually make eye contact with Tom and Jerry while desperately
Tom and
trying to
Jerry?
get signals to not accept
Well,
the
that's
guy's
what my
request.
fish was called. Tom and Jerry.
enthusiastically
What the-
says,
Yeah, my
"Yeah,
fish
sure,
was
let's go."
called
That
that.
looks weird.
Thanks, guys. You
And his
made my
eyes.
No, his eye.
life
His
so
eye.
much better.
Eyes.
I would not trust that guy.
You mean either? I
He's
want
like
to
20 size my size.
Insulting under my breath,
Yeah.
saying, "Frickin' prick. Since when was Jerry the shot caller?" After about several minutes of trick-or-treating, I could honestly say that I didn't mind his company, as he seemed like a nice guy and introduced himself as Jason. No pun intended. We eventually finished trick-or-treating and decided to call it a night. Myself, Tom, and Jerry say our
I'm gonna be the
farewells to
Perchman,
Jason,
Valerie.
he responds saying, "It was
I'm
nice
being the
meeting
costume that I'm in now.
The wolf man.
Just out
Yeah.
of curiosity,
Oh,
whereabouts do y'all live? Maybe I can walk with y'all home."
Nah.
Again, Jerry sporadically discloses the name of our street to him, as me and Tom expressively show our disdain to Jerry for revealing such personal information. "Well, how ironic. I live around y'all's area too. You guys mind if I walk home with you?" Me and Tom remained silent as we made it pretty evident that we were upset at Jerry.
I think there might go a shortcut
Dude,
way. I don't
think
know.
my friends want to go. You guys look awfully tired. Just to make y'all feel better.
No, they're not going a
I do
shortcut.
know a shortcut if
What?
you're trying to avoid the long walk
Wait,
home.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, sure, dude. Count me in, dude. Where's it at? Jason then points his finger in the direction of an entrance.
Nah,
of
too
a
risky. I'm not. I would just run.
Nah,
We'd have
nah.
to walk through there. There's a path that could get us home in about 10 minutes tops.
Who cares?
I'm gonna have to pass. I don't like deer, and I'm not trying to get eaten by a bear today. Screw it, I'm going. Same. I want to get home faster, dude. Later, Jerry.
Why are they
Tom and
believing
Jason
it?
begin making their way inside the forest, while Jerry casually hangs back to go to his alternate direction home. As we got deeper into the forest, Jason took out a flashlight.
Bro,
from his
if I was
bag
that
and
Spider-Man
began
kid, I wouldn't have
flashing
stayed
towards the
right
pathway
behind
ahead of
Jason.
us. Well, I wouldn't really call it a pathway, as the entire
Spider-Man
ground was
kid
covered in
went.
dirt, leaves, trees,
Yeah,
and
if I
bushes
was a
scattered
Spider-Man
everywhere.
kid and I was just
I remember
thinking,
walking
I
for
wouldn't have
about
stayed.
10
I wouldn't have
minutes,
stayed
but
by
in
Jason.
reality,
Then
Spider-Man kid saved them.
his
I
directions
think.
were precise,
Yeah,
and
I
his was
think so.
comprehensible.
I don't know.
I understood every instruction he was
'Cause
directing
if they
us to
die,
walk in, but couldn't digest
they-
why
they-
the
they
walk was
can't just
taking
die.
so long.
They need someone
I
to save them, so
completely
they might
ignored
get
the
saved.
fact that
I
it
do
was well
not
over
know.
10 minutes.
Like, to be
For
honest,
better context,
I've never
me and
seen
Tom were leading the walk while Jason shined his flashlight from behind while giving out directions. Yo, are we there yet? My legs are freaking killing me, man. Dude, when are we gonna make it
Stay
home?
behind
It's been
him.
like 20 minutes already. We'll be arriving there in just a minute, boys. As we began to walk further down the forest, I casually turned my head to glance at Jason, only to see him wearing his mask still, despite trick-or-treating being over with. I started to feel a little uncomfortable, and began questioning the guy's integrity by saying, "Dude, why are you still wearing your mask? And I'm starting to believe you're not leading us home." Jason then points at 2 shovels sitting on a small area of open dirt and says, "Both of you, pick up the shovels now!" Dude, what's going on? Jason then pulls out a long machete from the back of his pants and says, "Pick up those shovels and start digging a hole."
What the?
Do it, Weeb! Dude, please, just let us go! Pick up the shovel and start digging, Naruto! This is your last warning that I'm killing you both! That's when me and Tom pick up the shovels and frantically start digging. In the back of my head, I was legitimately contemplating putting up a fight with this psycho, as it was 2 against 1 with the
Psycho?
aid of the shovels. Unfortunately, I couldn't muster up the courage to put up a fight against him, as I didn't want to run the risk of mine or Tom's head getting chopped off. About 15 to 20 minutes later, me and Tom dug a hole big enough for the both of us to fit inside it. As we were about to make our way out of the hole, Jason shouts, "Don't move! Stay in the hole!" as he forcibly grabs both the shovels away from us while holding the machete against us. Jason then tucks the machete inside his pants, grabs one of the shovels, and begins burying us alive with the dirt we just dug out. I began to feel my vision getting blurry as the overwhelming amount of dirt he was tossing at us impaired my vision. "Please, I don't want to die. I'm too young for this. Please! Please, let us go! Why are you doing this? We're only kids!" All I remember thinking about in that moment was how a human could do such an inhuman act.
Is their friend gonna save him?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
No,
I
that's
was at the
messed up.
point where I had already accepted death.
Jesus,
I
his
was
eyes are
full of
red.
taste of dirt and dead bugs growing inside my
uh,
mouth.
Close your mouth then, you
Dirt
dum
hitting
dum.
My skin was all I felt. That's when I heard a loud thud like he had just bashed Tom's brains out. I couldn't hear or feel any more dirt hitting the surface of my face. I rubbed my eyes to clear my vision, only to see Jason laying face down on the ground unconscious, with my other friend Jerry holding the shovel. Me and Tom then dig ourselves out of the hole.
I
and
think
hop
we were
back to
right.
ground
Well, I
level.
don't know if we are
Despite
right, but
surviving
they
the
saved him.
catastrophe and
Yay!
being
They're
able to
both
run away
alive.
scot-free, I
Naruto,
grabbed
what are you
the machete
doing?
from the back of
Naruto!
his pants. I then held
Nothing.
him up by the forehead and began hacking at his neck, slicing and dicing it. I eventually decapitated his head. My entire Naruto costume was covered in blood. I remember seeing my friends nonchalantly watching me with a gaunt emotion, almost like my sadistic actions didn't even faze them. I then pushed his body into the hole as my friends began to collectively bury him. As outlandish as the story sounds, it was a true story that actually happened.
True
I
story.
always wondered what heaven would be like if I was to die alongside
That was a
my
true
friend Tom
story.
that night. Jerry was initially supposed to head home, but decided to follow us as he saw the machete tucked in the back of Jason's pants. He began to directly follow behind our footsteps and unexpectedly witnessed the altercation go down. As we were getting buried alive, he used the opportunity to knock Jason out with the second shovel sitting behind him. I still don't know to this day if his remains were ever discovered. All I know is that I had a deadly conscious seep inside my head that night. But at the same time, a hint of satisfaction.
What the?
What the? What the?
Oh, no, you're not allowed to say that. It's too cringe.
Yeah, that's
Like,
cringe.
why is that advert even there?
That's cringe.
Story number 2.
October. Wait, where?
2.
All I need to be
Wait, we're
happy
in
is a
October,
rope
though.
to skip. I'm
I did
serious.
Halloween.
I'll
That's
tell you
October.
why. Because a little jump rope can turn any bad situation into a real fun time. I learned this from the last time I went trick-or-treating. I'd spent the whole day perfecting my Harley Quinn costume.
Harley
But
Quinn.
the act just
Are you a
didn't feel
girl or a
complete
boy?
Until I picked up
Sound
my
like a
jump
boy,
rope
but
and
not
started
girl.
skipping it. The backyard was my jump rope world championship stage, and everyone was thoroughly dazzled by my moves.
You're a girl.
Well, everyone except Kat. She came by a couple hours after sundown and immediately started cramping my style.
Come on, Tracy. Let's go trick-or-treating before all the good candy's gone. My name is Harley. Can't you see? Whatever, weirdo. Let's go. I'd rather stay here and skip rope all night. Your Catwoman costume isn't even good. It's enough for candy. I'm not crazy like you. So you only dressed up for candy? That's kind of lame. Well, it's also fun to just show off. You've got a point. I guess I'll go. Good. Now leave the rope. Harley Quinn doesn't skip rope. Fine.
That poser ended up dragging me all over the neighborhood
the-
that night.
What's
She
that
took all of my
black
candy,
man?
and when she got
He looks
scared,
so
she made me
scary.
walk her all the way home.
It was just
She
like
lives an
with
entire
the
mile
neck
away
like
from
that.
me,
Like,
too.
ooh.
So inconsiderate. I never even told her what happened. I was walking home all alone super late that night, and I didn't even have my jump rope. On a drag. But then I noticed this older boy who was dressed as the Joker had come up behind me and started
Oh
following
wait,
me.
now I know.
I didn't
I've seen the
recognize
movie
him.
before.
And all of the Jokers, he decided that Jared Leto was the way to go. Lame. I turned around and faced him.
What are you?
Why, I'm the Joker, of course. Your one true love.
Why's that?
Don't you know? We're meant to be together. Harley Quinn always falls for the Joker.
Haven't you seen the new movie? I dumped you. You're gross.
That made him mad. This ain't the movie, sweetheart. I'm telling you, the Joker always gets his Harley Quinn. He then pulled out a knife. He swung at me, but I ran. I thought I'd outrun him, so I ran into the woods to cut across to my house. Boy, that was a bad idea. He caught up with me quick as soon as I got into the trees. He tackled me and pinned me down into the dirt. I screamed for help, but he put his hand over my mouth.
Wait, what?
Shh, baby girl. I'm just gonna give you a little reminder that you belong to me. So be happy about it. I thought I was going to die. He sliced my forehead with a smiley face, real slow. It hurt so bad, but I couldn't move anything at all. He was on top of me and held me down. But when the blood ran down into my eyes, I freaked. I squirmed and flailed until I got just one leg loose from his restraint. Then I kneed him straight in the balls with all my... He fell back shouting and dropped his knife, holding his hand on his crotch. I picked up the knife before he could react, gripped it real tight, and then plunged it right into his stupid eyeball. Oh, how those screams were music to my ears.
No stopping now.
I thought. So I got on him and took the knife out of his left eye and shoved it into the right.
What?
Then I stabbed him again and again until there was nothing left of his stupid wannabe face but pure carnage. He went limp and I caught him
I'll
down.
show you that.
All I wanted to do was skip some friggin' rope. So now, you're gonna help me out.
I raised the knife way up high with both hands and stuck it into his gut, then sliced all the way across his belly. I pried open all the skin and fat and exposed all the wonderful organic cordage within. I pulled out a nice long section of his small intestine and severed it with the blade. It was slippery, but it worked. I stood up and found my balance, then started doing what I wanted to do the whole time. Skip rope.
Oh my
Don't
god.
you believe me when I tell you that skipping rope can make any situation better?
A creep turned into a creep. Jesus.
On Halloween night, 1974, 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien went trick-or-treating with his sister, Elizabeth, and 2 other children in Pasadena, accompanied by Timothy's father, Ronald, and another
October
parent.
13th.
The
Well,
night
October
started
the
off innocently
13th.
enough, but would go on to end
Jason.
in tragedy.
Oh no, his is the October the 14th.
When the
Oh,
group knocked
It's
on one
October
particular
the
door,
13th.
there was
But
seemingly
we don't
no
know if it's
home,
Friday.
and as such, they swiftly moved
Friday
on.
the 13th. October the
Timothy's father
13th.
stayed behind for a moment to
Friday
wait
is
and see if
October the
anybody would
13th.
answer the door.
It could be, who knows?
He quickly caught back up with the others, with 5 pixie sticks in his hand, given to him by the homeowner, who was simply taking their time to answer the door. He distributed the candy amongst the children, and later gave the spare one to a child who was not with the group. It began to rain, and as such, they cut their trick-or-treating session short, and the children and their parents went back to their homes. Before bed, Timothy asked his parents if he could dip into his candy collection. They agreed, and young Timothy decided to start with the pixie stick. He
Pixie
poured
stick?
some of the powdery candy into his mouth, but immediately complained that it tasted unusually bitter.
What the?
Timothy quickly realized that something was wrong, and he rushed to the bathroom with severe stomach pains.
What is? Who was that poison?
Shortly after,
Probably.
Timothy began to convulse, and within no time at all, went limp in his father's arms. He died as he was being rushed to the hospital.
What was that?
After a pathology report, it was revealed that the pixie sticks had been laced with a poison, a fatal dose of potassium cyanide,
We
to
know
be
it.
precise. Timothy consumed enough poison to have killed 2 adults. Thankfully, none of the other children in the group had eaten their pixie sticks, though theirs also tested positive for containing lethal amounts of cyanide. The tops of the candy wrappers had been opened, filled with poison, and resealed with a stapler. After the news of Timothy's death spread, there was community uproar, with parents from the surrounding area returning their children's Halloween candy to the police, fearing that a maniac had been handing out poison treats to as many trick-or-treaters as possible, with the sole intention of killing dozens of children. And that's exactly what was believed to have happened by the police, initially, at least. The authorities began to grow suspicious of Ronald, Timothy's own father, due to his inability to even recall which house handed out the pixie sticks, despite the fact that he and the children had only visited a handful of
know who did
houses
it. It was
across
him.
2 streets that evening.
It wasn't.
Who was
Even
it?
more strange was the fact that
I
none of the
swear it
houses
looked
that
the
the group had
exact same as
visited
the
that
father.
evening had been handing out
Is
pixie
he-
sticks to
is he-
trick-or-treaters.
Is he grown up now? Is he turned off?
Eventually, the truth came to light. Ronald had poisoned the candy himself and ensured that it ended up being given to all
Why
of the
would the own
children
dad?
that he had taken out trick-or-treating.
Hey, why is he not?
His
Where
motivation?
is he asleep?
To collect on various life insurance policies that he had
No,
taken
no,
out on his
no.
son and presumably
Is he
his daughter,
asleep?
though it was stated
So
she
then
never
why
ate
is he
her
not
candy.
glowing for?
He gave the other children the sweets in order to cover his tracks
Because
and make it appear as if someone else was indiscriminately handing out the poisoned pixie sticks. Turns out that Ronald was over $100,000 in debt, and the life insurance payouts that he was set to
Uh-oh.
receive would have eased his financial woes.
$1,000 in debt.
Throughout his entire trial, Ronald maintained his innocence, but the amount of evidence pointing towards him as the murderer was too substantial for the jury to ignore. It was revealed
He
that
killed
Ronald
his
had been
own
talking
son.
to chemists about where he could purchase cyanide
Why would he kill
and
his
how much
own
would be
son?
needed for a lethal dosage. His friends and co-workers also testified that Ronald showed an unusual interest in the poison in the months leading up to Halloween. He was found guilty of murder and 4 counts of attempted murder, and was sentenced to death. While incarcerated, he was despised by his fellow inmates, who condemned him for murdering his own son. Ronald's execution took place on March 31st, 1984, just
This
after
is a
midnight.
This is a real
A crowd of
story.
demonstrators
Yes.
gathered outside as he died,
All these are true
some
stories. Do
even
you know that?
chanting, "Trick or treat."
Especially the
crime,
Joker one.
Ronald
Was
has
really
become known as the man who killed Halloween.
killed Halloween. Yeah. What the?
Without blue.
What the? That is poo.
Alright, guys. This is the end of the video.
Hope you enjoyed. Peace.